Hari Om, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha, Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. In the previous Adhyaya, Jnana Yoga, we have seen that why God incarnates, the various types of actions, yajnas, and significance of Jnana Yoga, the yoga through which one attains eternal peace. Today we are going to know about 5th Adhyaya, that is Karma Sannyasa Yogamu. Bhagavan, having explained about Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, Arjuna asked Sri Krishna as to which of the two is more beneficial. Bhagavan says, the renunciation of work and work in devotion are both good for liberation. Of the two, work in devotional service is better than renunciation of work. Further, Bhagavan says, one who knows that both the paths ultimately lead to the divine and who sees both paths as one and the same, sees things as they are. What are the characteristics of a perfected person? Yoga Yukta. Yoga Yukta means one who is in divine consciousness. Bhagavan says, Yoga Yukta, a person in the divine consciousness, though engaged in seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, eating, moving about, sleeping, breathing, evacuating, receiving, opening or closing his eyes, always knows that only the material senses are engaged with their objects and that he is aloof from them. That is, a Yoga Yukta, person in divine consciousness, is pure in his existence and has nothing to do with any work which depends upon the doer, the work, the situation, the endeavor and fortune. How to attain the state of utter perfection, Chitta Shuddhi? Bhagavan says, when the embodied living being controls his nature and mentally renounces all actions, then he is neither working nor causing work to be done and thereby resides happily in the city of 9 gates, the material body. When one is devoid of desire and offer every deed to God, performing actions, abandoning attachment and act with body, mind, intelligence, with the senses, only for the purpose of purification and not for fruitive activities, that is Nishkama Karma. Through this, he is devoid of false ego, thereby realize he is not the body. Thus, one can purify his chitta and be in a perfect state of supreme consciousness. How to acquire equal vision in not differentiating high and low? Bhagavan says, a person who neither rejoices upon achieving something pleasant nor laments upon obtaining something unpleasant, who is self-intelligent, unbewildered, and who knows the signs of God, is to be understood as already situated in transcendence, the supreme consciousness. He is a person of equal vision. To achieve this, if one's intelligence, mind, faith, and refuge are all fixed in the Supreme, then one becomes fully cleansed of misgivings through complete knowledge and thus proceeds straight on the path of liberation. How to get freedom from desire and anger? When one's mind is established in sameness in all situations and equanimity towards one and all, one gets freedom from desire, anger, and fear. They have already conquered the conditions of birth and death and are flawless like Brahman. This can be achieved by shutting out all external sense objects, keeping the eyes and vision concentrated between the two eyebrows, suspending the inward and the outward breaths within the nostrils, and thus controlling the mind, senses, and intelligence. The transcendentalist becomes free from desire, fear, and anger. One who is always in this state is liberated. How should a person prepare himself to be a yogi? Through various slokas, Bhagavan explains the following. By not taking part in the source of misery which are due to contact with the material senses and not take delight in them. Secondly, by being able to tolerate the urges of material senses and check the force of desire and anger. Ultimately, to be happy within, active within, rejoice within, illumined within, and who is beyond duality and doubt, whose mind is engaged within, who is always busy working for the welfare of all sentient beings, and who is free from all sins, achieves liberation in the Supreme. That is, those who are free from anger and all material desires, who are self-realized, self-disciplined, and constantly endeavoring for perfection are assured of liberation in the Supreme in the very near future.